Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Saviour Show. I'm your host, Wrestling Saviour, and I know it's been a while since I've done a video here on YouTube, but, there just hasn't been much to talk about in pro wrestling, and that's unfortunate, it really is. But this video is going to be the creative direction of pro wrestling and where it's going. And, the past few months, I just haven't seen it. It just is insulting. It really is. Because the WWE likes to insult the wrestling fans' intelligence. And, I'm not going to stand up for that. I really am not. Because, we as wrestling fans today are a lot smarter than what wrestling fans used to be in the 90s because of the internet. Thanks to the internet, we can now know what's going to happen before the show even happens because of spoilers. But I don't read spoilers. I watch wrestling because I'm a wrestling fan, and, wrestling has just taken a downward spiral. It really has. And it's not because of the PG rating. It's not because that the WWE wants a new fan base and they're all kids. Because if you look in the crowd, it's pretty much kids. It's all kids. Really. All kids and families. Which I think is the wrong way to go, because the WWE should be trying to attract to the adult audience. Because we're the ones, the diehard wrestling fans, we're the ones that are going to stay around. And, I cannot believe how bad Monday Night Raw has become. And Monday Night Raw is now a comedy show, when Raw used to be my favorite TV show. And during 2003, during Rock vs. Austin, I watched that whole feud. I tuned in every single week to watch that whole feud. And I cannot stand the Raw celebrity guest host. For one, they don't know wrestling. And, it is unappealing to me. It really is. And I'm going to continue to stress on that, but that's just how I feel on creative right now. And we shouldn't be complaining about John Cena. He's not the problem, even though people still bitch and moan and complain about John Cena. What we should be complaining about is creative. There's no reason why WWE shouldn't be trying to put on the best wrestling product that they can. When are they going to start doing things for the wrestling fan? That's the question that I want to ask. The storylines are just getting way too repetitive, and, they need to stop this Raw celebrity guest host. Just have a Raw GM, that's all you have to do, have a Raw GM every week to make matches. That's it. It's not that difficult, it really isn't. I don't see why the WWE just can't have a Raw GM like they do on SmackDown. I'm sick of Raw being a comedy show. It shouldn't be a comedy show. It should be a wrestling show. Monday Night Raw, to me, used to be like Monday Night Football, because I didn't watch football. I don't watch football. I can't stand it. And I would watch Raw every week. During the Attitude Era, I was so into Raw, and we would get, 5-star main events every single week, and that's what WWE should be putting on every single week. But they're not. Instead, they're having celebrities come in and make matches when they don't know anything about pro wrestling. And, they need to stop the Raw Celebrity Guest Host. They really do. They need to stop it because I cannot stand it. I really can't. John Heater, Napoleon Dynamite, was awful. He really was. Why didn't they just have Don Johnson just be the Raw Celebrity Guest Host by himself? He could have done a hell of a lot better job than John Heater did. That guy is a jerk in my opinion. I can't stand him. Napoleon Dynamite was a horrible movie in my opinion. Probably one of the worst movies ever made. Yeah, it had its laughs, but it was horrible. But anyways, back to wrestling. Back on topic. Raw has been sucking for the past few years. And, just creative needs to be fired. They really do. Quit hiring these Nickelodeon writers. Bring back Paul Heyman because he knows the wrestling business. Hell, even bring back James E. Cornette. I know he's in Ring of Honor right now. But put him on the booking team. Please. Because those two guys, if you put their minds alike, that would be amazing. That really would. But, the WWE just is way too kid-friendly now. And, it's sickening. It really is. It makes me sick to my stomach how bad the WWE has become. And, I know I'm going to get some heat for that, but I am a diehard wrestling fan. And I will watch any company. I don't care what it is. I will watch it. And, you get more wrestling out of TNA and ROH than you do the WWE. And you know something is wrong. You really do. You know something is wrong when that happens. I want to talk about the creative direction of pro wrestling in this video and where it's going. I think creative sucks right now, and we need a new creative team in the WWE. And, when I watch wrestling, I want to see wrestling. I don't want to see a Nickelodeon program. I want to see wrestling. But, TNA's starting to get better. They're still PG. I like the fact that they are PG. And Genesis, I marked out for the return of the four-sided ring because the four-sided ring is tradition. It is pro wrestling, and I know the hardcore TNA fans like the six-sided ring, but in my opinion, I really didn't like the six-sided ring. But that's all I have for this one. I wanted to talk about the creative direction of pro wrestling and how bad Monday Night Raw has become. And I've been wanting to do this video for a long time on creative, so tell me what you think. Give me your comments, give me your feedback. Do a video response if you want to. But I'm Wrestling Savior. This has been the Savior Show, episode number 60. I'm out. Peace.